I'm going to be making a centerpiece out of some grocery store flowers that I just picked up from my local grocery store. I have $6 Poms, I think they're called. That's what the label says. Got $4 worth of baby's breath, $7 of eucalyptus, and one hydrangea that was $3. Growing up, I used to not really be super into flowers. I always thought they were pretty, but once I got older, I definitely admire flowers a lot more and can't wait to have a garden of my own so I don't have to buy grocery store flowers and then I can just cut stuff out from my garden. That is the dream. And this was also one of my many job ideas at one point, to make floral arrangements for weddings or any type of events. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna grab some vases. These are my two main vases that I have right now. This one is definitely my favorite. It's kind of got a vintage type theme to it. And then I have this massive, massive vase. So definitely for this, I think I would have lower flowers. And I actually do think I have some tape, some floral tape, I think is what it's called. I bought it back when I wanted to do floral arrangements. And so I think I might try to find that real fast. Well, I'm super organized because it was right by my vases. Gotta get my scissors. I think it's recommended that you use plant shears, but I don't really have any right now because over the summer when I do actually have plants, they're just all little ones and I just pick the buds off if they're dead. Don't even know if I'm using the correct terminology. I feel like I have a lot of flowers, so I might use this vase, even though I absolutely love this one. This one I use a lot more for when I just buy a bouquet of flowers at the grocery store in something like this, where it's a variety versus just one. But today I decided to venture out a little bit and get 4 different types and kind of make my own. I'll use that one right now. I'm gonna start off by just opening these up and kind of figuring out how tall I want everything. I know that it's important to cut the stems at an angle so that they can really absorb the water better, I think is what the reasoning is for that. I just know that because my mom loves to have flowers. Something smells so good. I think it's the eucalyptus. Save all the flower food. Pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of this from these. Yep, the eucalyptus smell amazing. All right, I think I'm gonna start with this. I actually realized I have a lot more flowers than I thought, so this might be kind of a taller arrangement. This is a mess. I'm gonna start with the biggest one. I'm gonna add some color to it. Never actually styled anything with a hydrangea before, so this should be interesting for sure. Usually I just stick it straight into the vase because I like to see how it is, but because I have so many flowers, I kind of want to see how tall I need everything. I love different heights. I think that adds a lot. This is going to be a massive centerpiece. Okay, so I kind of have what I want. I just have to fix the height of everything. Start trimming all of these at an angle. Yep, this is when plant shears are probably better. I'm really good at finding stuff that makes messes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some water in this. I don't think I'm actually gonna use the floral tape. Maybe another time. Going to use one of these. I recommend doing this before you actually put the bouquet together so you don't have to do this with one hand, like me. Just empty that in. I'm gonna also remove some of the leaves that are gonna be in the water. The reason I do this is just to prevent mildew from occurring too much. And it also just makes the vase look cleaner if you can actually see through the vase all the way. Just some lukewarm water. Okay. Kind of put a lot in that, but that's okay. Stick that in there. See how that looks? Horrible. See, that's why don't do it that way. Just start with my hydrangea. I'm gonna lower that. I'm doing it the way I normally do it. Just the way I actually like it. And then if they're the same flower, I like to use it as a guide for the other flowers so that I can just cut it and have it a similar size. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the purple. I could definitely use the floral tape now because I'm putting it straight into the vase. I'm gonna kind of make the hydrangea the centerpiece, but at the same time, I don't like symmetry necessarily in the floral arrangement because I think it adds more character when it's not symmetrical. And make sure all the stems are getting into the water. I think I'm gonna keep doing the eucalyptus first because the baby breath is a lot of just filler, so it's easier to stick these in when there's less flowers in it. Don't know if eucalyptus is normally sticky. I've never worked with it before, like I said earlier, so this is very entertaining. My fingers smell amazing. Kind of squeeze this one into the center of the hydrangea just to add a little breakage from the big flower itself. Okay, and now for the baby's breath. I want more baby's breath kind of right here. Just gonna grab a mason jar. So here's my main arrangement, the centerpiece, and then the little bit of baby's breath right over here. It just adds a little more fun because flowers are fun. And I think this is great. It's really big, which I kind of like. I really like how this turned out, and it was honestly almost a little bit more fun having the separate different flowers versus just buying a bouquet that has all the different flowers in it, because this allowed me to be a little bit more creative and choose the colors that I like. I really like this, especially because it is winter time right now, so it's just kind of simplistic. It's got the white with just the pops of purple, and since the purple is dark, I think it's great for the winter. So maybe I should actually try this job endeavor along with some of my others. Probably not, but maybe you should.